All right, we're live. Yeah, I forgot it in the kitchen. Happy Thursday, bro.
Happy Thursday to you, brother. It's been a long time since our last show. Even though it was a week, it felt like years because I miss you.
Yeah, I'll miss you too. What's up, Kev?
Hey, Kevin.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. What's happening, you guys?
Well, we're just hanging out. We just started up the show. Got things fired up.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I'm smoking a Drew Estates cigar that I got from my lovely friend. Do you want to be in the camera? No? All right. Well, anyways, he does not want to share his face, but I got a cigar from him, and he's awesome.
Where are you located?
I'm in Briningsville.
What's up, Kev? You got Kevin Corbellies and Kevin Shahan. What's up, buddy?
Yo, Kevin.
Where are you?
Yeah. Let me turn my camera to the side. It's a good cigar. I like the flavor.
What are you smoking, Lars?
Vintage.
I was at a cigar shop this weekend called The Vintage.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, this weekend. Shit. It was Wednesday.
Where was it?
Yesterday fucking weekend. Oh, Lord. I got a yellow.
Sorry.
That's okay. I think everybody's okay with that. What's going on, Tom? From South Dakota, we got my man, Big Daryl Iverson. What's up, man?
Yeah, Daryl.
Big D. We got Tom on. It was in North Carolina, Lars.
Oh, cool.
What's up, Bones? And it's called the Vintage Whiskey and Cigar Bar, and it is beautiful. Were you on the show when Amendola and them were on, and the guy we had the video? It was their soft launch.
Yes.
They brought in Stogie Road cigars, so we are going to be proudly displayed in their humidor. Beautiful humidor, beautiful place. I didn't realize this, but it was the garage of Michael Jordan's father.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So tonight I'm drinking this. I got to tell you, Jennifer and Joseph, they're in Vermont. Jennifer came back and Joseph got me a fancy glass. So now I have my official fancy glass, Lars. Look.
Oh,
the Von Trapp.
I love that.
A little bit of Sound of Music.
Love the Sound of Music.
So they went to the Von Trapp house, the castle that they built when they escaped Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm drinking the Helly's Golden Lager.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
My fancy glass. I finally have a fancy glass.
That's awesome.
I'm fancy. What's up, Nolita? Duncan's mom's watching. Hola, hola, hola.
Yeah. Cool. Yep, of course.
Love it. This is really good beer too, man. God. Big fan. So you can only buy that beer at their location. So Jennifer had to put it in her baggage and fly it back.
Fun.
A 12-pack.
Can I see the bottle? Or the can?
The can?
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. Well, look at the glass. I love this glass. That's metal. Right?
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that. Ooh.
It's fancy.
That is great glass.
It's fancy.
Very fancy.
Oh,
I'm fancy. Kevin said you spelled your name wrong.
IG wrong.
Good pickup, Kev.
Oh my God, I'm hollering. Let me edit it. Thank you.
Well, Alessandra
I was trying
spells
to
her name
quote.
correctly.
Sorry.
So I tried something. I don't want to say it was something new, Lars, but back in the day, which was a Sunday,
Sure.
Duncan and I, when we're doing our shows, I used to kind of ask, the morning of the broadcast, like, what questions do you want answered? What do you want us to discuss on the show? What topics? Blah 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 blah. So, one of the questions that was asked, and I'm going to start doing this every Thursday. Every Thursday morning, because it gives us some obviously some good topics, conversation. It involves everybody who views, and plus it builds on these questions. So Devin wants to know, are the flavor profiles of a different I'll ask it, are the tobacco flavor profiles different from region to region and country to country?
Yeah, definitely. But more importantly, it's like what the actual soil mineral content is, because that's everything. And the mineral content will change in the flavor of the tobacco and give it all different kinds of qualities that are going to either pair well with others or not. So it can be from different countries, and different mineral contents will actually work well together.
Well, yeah, I know that some of the countries have high volcanic,
Yeah.
the from the volcanic ash and the soil. It's very rich in nutrients and can actually add to the spice and maybe even to some of the minerality to the tobacco. What's up, David? What's going on, bro? One of the reasons why, what's up, Frank? What's his name? Cuba. That's why Cuba has what is well known for their tobacco is the soil. So yeah, it definitely can impact it. Kevin Shahan asked a question, and I think it was Kevin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was, what are 3 things about Lars that people don't know?
And Kevin wants to know that, or
Kevin Shahan would like to know. Thanks, Chet. Love that you join us, and love having you, brother. Yep, that is correct, David. There's so many different things that can impact the flavor of cigars, or the tobacco. And obviously, with the question that was asked was regions, yes, but I mean, you can really dig in deeper to the quality, like you said, from row to row, where you pick the tobacco from. Another thing too is, what type of season did you have? Is there a rainy season? Is it not rainy season?
absolutely that changes everything. You're
Everything.
right.
So Lars, yes, Kevin wants to know what 3 things are there about you that maybe most people don't know.
Oh, I don't even know. How would
nothing?
I know? I think.
So David said that despite how you look, you're a gentle lover.
Thank you, baby. You know it. Love you, David.
Or that genteel.
Either way.
Either way.
It works.
Well, what is?
Oh, here I have a CD I bought from Lars in 1998 at the RTDA in Nashville. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah.
So what's something that maybe people don't know about you?
Oh, I don't know. I think everybody knows I do some music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
music, painting,
seasonings.
What like when you paint? What do you like to paint? What do you favor? Because there's some people that like doing portraits, landscapes.
So when I do commission pieces like a portrait or something like that, I'll do that. That's not a problem. But I like doing.
Can you paint me?
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay, good.
Nude.
Nice.
Oh man, nobody wants to see that.
Oh yes,
that'd take a lot of paint.
No, that'll be awesome. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna do Kevin Shahan and you nude. That will be great.
I think I'm gonna commission a nude of Kevin. That'd be wonderful.
Oh, okay. I don't know whether Kevin is asking me this because he already knows the answer, or if he's asking me because he really wants to know when I lost my virginity.
I think Kevin is just
because should I answer that?
What's up, Ronnie? Yeah, sure.
All right.
Why not? Yeah.
So I lost my virginity when I was 5 to an old.
Come on, Lars.
Yep.
Look at Lars. Come on.
Yep. I lost my virginity when I was 5, and it was to an older woman.
Well, I would hope so. What is she? I mean, you're fucking fine. Come on, man. Yeah. Hold on for a second. I call bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was literally 5 years old.
Yeah.
Hey,
this girl who was living down the street from me, she was 2 years older than me, and it's a very funny story if you want to hear.
I don't want to hear a 5-year-old story.
Oh, it's really cool. It actually tells the story of my life after that.
Kevin, the answer is 5. So, but thank you for the question, Kevin. Kevin, he said, David said Kevin Shahan knew.
Oh, I know he knew. I know, because when I was on that iHeartRadio thing, they asked me that.
Kevin Shahan. Yeah. So, but I was serious about the question about the painting. Like, what do you? I know you talk about commission, but what do you really enjoy painting?
Yeah, I just do any kind of painting, whatever. Something like, now lately I've been kind of like, I plan out the paintings. I spend like maybe 3 to 6 months before I even start a series of paintings to kind of like figure out what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that recently I've gone into my Angry Robots paintings. So I've been doing more of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta send some email me some photos of them.
Yeah,
I've seen the cigar box and stuff.
But those are like kind of my it's been my thing for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing a new series of them. I've already been kind of working on it in my head. So probably in the next couple weeks, I'm going to go and do a whole little series of them again.
Oh, very cool. So, Alessandra, what are you doing tonight? You're
I'm just chilling, relaxing.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good. You said you were smoking at Drew Estate. I just read in the news that they just canceled a lot of their events because of the COVID outbreaks that are going on. I know a few folks too, Kevin, that was going to go. It sucks, but I mean, I think with the COVID outbreak, it makes sense. I mean, there's it's a responsible thing to do. It really is. I mean, I know here at the hospital, we're getting a lot of, I get a lot of patients. And when I was up in North Carolina and I was hanging out at the Vintage, I sat there for an hour watching the news, and they were just hammering away the percentages of people with COVID, the people that need to get vaccinated, and this new Delta strain. And it was just amazing. I mean, it was nonstop. Yeah. What's up?
So, Kevin, I have done a lot of sculpture in metal. And it's really hilarious because when I started arc welding, I didn't even know it was called an arc welder. Hey, Des, how you doing, baby?
Des.
I love Des. I didn't even know it was called an arc welder. I thought it was soldering. So I used to call it soldering. And I would go into like the place to buy those rods for the arc welder, and I would just ask them, "Hey, can you go ahead and get me some solder stuff?" And they were like, "What?" And I would be like, for soldering. Those rods. And they were like, "You mean for welding?" I was like, "Whatever." And then once I finally figured out, and also all of the stuff, I wasn't a good welder, so I had to make everything really sloppy and messy, so it actually looked like I meant to do that, and it was art. So I did it way too much of that stuff on everything, and big globs. If anyone's seen any of my ashtrays, I have a number of big metal ashtrays called the Venus flytrap, and it has a Venus flytrap on the top, and you can literally just lift it up and clean it out really easily. But it's super heavy, and it looks like this very heavy industrial art.
My dad got some piece of equipment. I think it was some sort of piston head from one of the reactors at 3 Mile Island when he worked there, and made an ashtray out of it. Apparently, he did not want to give it to me. I'll get it in the will, but it's very, very heavy. So, my dad worked at 3 Mile Island, and we had gotten a lot of metal parts from the island. I had a 79 CJ7, and my rear bumper was made from scrap parts from 3 Mile Island. So I used to glow in the dark a little bit when I drove around from the radiation.
Nice.
Well, you know what? Let me do the quick intro here because we got to hear Alessandra do her thing. We'll be right back in about 90 seconds.
Yeah.
But there's still cocaine on the counter. A golden monkey in my hand while you encounter the demons that are filling on my brain. I feel like I'm going insane. I'm breathing fire, heavy raging your desire. I'm over here trying to build an empire. Don't you know that me and you are not the same? I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain, yeah. I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain, yeah. Venom pumping through my veins, yeah. Craziness all in my brain. Oh, I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain, yeah. I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain. Venom pumping through my veins, yeah. Craziness all in my brain. Oh, I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain, yeah. Rockstar, 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 yeah.
No, not right this second, but
right this second. Hola, brothers and sisters Leaf. Welcome to the Stogie Road Diary. It is me, Kerr and I am here with my good friend and my host to co-host, Lars Teetons.
Look at that ash, baby.
Look at that ash, baby. The world champion of heart.
Tasty ash.
What's up, Nehemiah? Good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to connect when I was in North Carolina.
So we have Lucinda in the background right over there.
Hello, Lucinda.
Yeah, she can't hear anything because I got my headphones in.
Gotcha. So we got louder, is what you said, so she can hear.
Yeah, but yes. Did you see the video of Chris eating that burger I made for him this morning?
No, I actually, right before I came out, I saw the video and I didn't get a chance to watch it.
So he's eating a burger right now, one of my burgers.
It was like this big, so I couldn't finish it all earlier, and I saved it for now.
Yeah,
oh, very nice.
And it's good. And she's smoking a Monaco.
Yeah, I've got it back there.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Cigar smoking.
I'm drinking here.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome to the show.
But I'm gonna go keep eating.
Yeah, go for it, baby.
So what the hell? Kevin asked another question. He goes,
What Kevin want?
so Kevin wants to know what you sculpted. Do you sculpt abstract? I mean,
well, so I did like cigar ashtray, which was awesome. It's called the Venus Flytrap. I sculpted a big iron chair, like this looked like a royal throne. It was pretty badass. I did a lot of like practical kind of. It was never sculpture, just art. It was like art and practical stuff, like furniture, lamps, ashtrays. And the ashtrays weren't like super expensive. I think they ran around 36,000, something like that.
the lamps.
No, the ashtrays.
Oh, the ashtrays.
Yeah, they were about 36 grand a piece. Why, did you want a couple? They're all sold. They actually all probably almost all of them sold in Hong Kong.
Really?
Yeah, I had a guy who owned a restaurant in Hong Kong who wanted them for his restaurant cigar lounge.
Very cool. So, when was the last time you made an ashtray?
Oh, well, I have a lot of different kinds of ashtrays. I wish I had some right here. I'll put some out next time. I have some made out of stone.
Yeah.
I had mini ones that fit right by your side that were small. I had all different kinds of ashtray.
David Wayne said that he will take one if you are footing the bill for the $36,000 ashtray.
Yep, 36 grand.
I think he wants you to move that decimal over a couple places.
They'll be available on
VSR Cigar Fam, yeah.
Fam.com.
$36,000 is free shipping.
Yep. Yeah. Don't worry, Kerr will give you free shipping.
I'll give you free shipping. You know,
he can probably listen. He could probably give you a discount on it.
Yeah, so use the VSR Cigar Fam code. You get 10% off.
Yep, there it is.
That's funny.
You can't beat it. Don't think about you're spending money. You're saving $3,600.
Why not, man?
Yep.
So
who wouldn't want to save $3,600?
So Des, I saw your message
Des.
earlier. I saw your message earlier, Des, and I wasn't sure if you were asking you wanted to be on the show next week. I don't know if I'm misreading your proper English writing. So what's going on, Leo? But let me know. We've been more than happy to have you on.
Oh yeah.
We got a couple of folks lined up for the next couple of
Leo.
weeks.
David.
Des, I'd love to have you on. I talked to Sean from Rebellion Cigars over in the UK. Going to have him on in the future. I got Dave from Leaning House Cigars in Pittsburgh is going to be on. So, we got a nice lineup. Chris Weber from Tabacalera Nuevo Nico is going to be on as well, coming up soon. We got some folks we're going to have on. We got some great topics. We're going to discuss some things that we want to get out in the open and kind of shake the tree a little bit. But we're going to have some folks on. I'm still trying to get Ronnie and Bob and the guys from the Great Lakes Smoke show. They've had me on their show. I was in Chicago visiting.
David said, "You know how many $3,600? How many boxes of cigars you got?" I know. 3 boxes of David.
Yeah.
I love that. That was
yes,
great. David,
yeah, Kevin.
Funny as fuck.
Kevin, I'm going to be co-hosting with Kevin Shahan on the I Tap That cigar show. I'm really excited about that. I'm freaking jacked about that. What's up, Ron Brown? I was out in Chicago.
Hey, Ron.
I was out in Chicago a couple of years ago and met up with Ronnie and the crew at the Great Lakes Smoke show and met them at a cigar shop and was on their show. And had a great time. So I've been in touch with them, and I'm booked in 2022. Apparently, I'm not, I'm not A caliber. I'm more like D caliber. They're so jam packed that I got to wait until February of not even January of 2022. It's February of 2022.
Wow.
I guess February 2022 is better than March of 2022, right?
Sure.
So I'll take that, Ronnie. I was actually out in Chicago recently, and it would have been nice to catch up with those guys, but I was only there for a few short days. It was just like boom, boom, boom. That was it. I mean, I went to one cigar shop, went in, grabbed the Paul Gamarian, went outside, smoked it, and that was it. I mean, I wasn't there very long. And in the evenings we had some events. I think I was there for 2 days, 2 nights, and like 2.5 days. That was it. Not even. What's up, John? Good to see you, my man, from Somerville, South Carolina.
Hey, John.
Yeah, Ronnie, I missed you guys. I missed you guys too. But I figured I had a little bit more clout. I figured I could weasel, like I could kind of like get my shoehorn my way in 2021, but. Those guys are doing well with their show, and they're blowing up, and they're so big now they forget us little people. But I'll tell you what, every time I go to Chicago, and if I have extended time, there's just so many great shops to go out there. I love going to Biggs, Cigar Prop. I went to Iron Reese. I love that. Awesome. John, I don't know. I got to reach out and see if they're going to carry the Stogie Road cigars. I haven't talked to Glenn in a while. What's up, Paul? There's my dad, Big Tony himself. What's going on?
Hey, Big Tony.
I am going to do a special here coming up where I'm going to be selling Big Tony boxes that are going to be signed by Big Tony himself, and it's going to be exclusivo. But I don't know. John, I got to reach out to Glenn to see if she wants to bring in the Stogie Road cigars. We have the full line, 4 blends. What I'm doing is I'm reaching out to all the shops who carried us before. And some of the shops it is what it is. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. But there's some that are kind of puff and smoke, but most shops that we've been in have been really receptive. I understand that, and this year is a little challenging, especially with coming off of COVID and coming out of PCA. But we're going to be looking to reestablish our footprint with the new blends in the cigar shops that we were in before. If they want to bring us in, great. If they don't, that's their decision. So I hope they're making the best business decision. For their shop. These are fantastic blends. And if there are shops that aren't bringing our stuff in, and if we're not in that market, I encourage you to go to vsrcigarfam.com and pick up your cigars there. If you are in a market that carries our cigars, I want you to go to the brick and mortar shops. I want you to go to Boda Cigars. I want you to go to the Vintage. I want you to go to Tobacco Case. I want you to go to FH Cigars and FH2 Cigars and Traveler's Rest. Boda here in Greenville, Greenwood, down in the Case Cigars in Greenwood, and go up to Charlotte and hit the Vintage. I want you to go to those places and buy our cigars and hang out, grab a drink, and enjoy them. I'd rather have you do that than buy them from me. I have them on my website for those who can't get them in their areas. It's that simple.
True story.
Yep. So, Bones, thoughts on DE cancellations? I said it before. It's a tough decision. But when you have something as big as what they do and the money that's spent to make that decision, it's a tough decision and it's a responsible decision. John, I've been to Lighthouse before. I'm going to give them a try. I most certainly will. But I think it's a responsible decision. There's a lot of events coming up over the next couple of months, the next couple of weeks. The COVID has been the cases are rising. People aren't getting vaccinated. The people who aren't vaccinated, when they get COVID or they get this new strain, they're getting even sicker. It's an issue. But I think what they're trying to do is really reduce the amount of these large gatherings. I was in Chicago when a few days prior to Lollapalooza, and someone sent me a picture of Lollapalooza. It was ridiculous. I'm looking at that going, God dang, that's just packed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that I got my vaccine. I got I got both my Moderna shots.
I look at it this way, and I'm a pretty straightforward guy, especially when it comes to medicine, and when it comes to prescribing medication, when to prescribe it, types of medication, and also vaccinations. Everybody's had somebody. I think Bones asked me earlier, and someone asked me earlier, do they think the media is blowing this out of proportion? No. I mean, when you have connections to hospitals like we do, and you see the amount of people that are in the hospitals, you see the uptake of people in hospitals. No, it's not blown out of proportion by the media. It just doesn't. Now, it doesn't mean the media is not going to the media does what the media does, right? They're going to blow everything up. They're always going to try and massage it. They're going to, always, if it bleeds, it leads, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, when you look at what's going on and what's being reported, it's real. It's not fake. It's not, it's not something that is being hyped up by the media.
I think anyone who thinks they should not be vaccinated or don't want to get vaccinated, we have to respect their opinion and let them do what they want to do. And just think about it, really, Kerr, how much less traffic would we have?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a Bill Burrism.
Yeah, I hate all that traffic. I mean, do your thing, work your magic. If you don't want to get vaccinated,
I don't. I mean, listen,
we don't need
it's like anything else. If you don't want to, if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. I mean, that's your decision, man. That's I'm not going to. Do
we need another person who's going to be?
I'm not going to vaccine shame someone or whatever the hell they would call that. It's a decision that they make, but I just think if you make that decision, make it an informed decision. And I am a proponent of making sure that you expand outside of your echo chamber. There's so many, and you see it in the cigar industry too, right? You see it everywhere, is that you kind of live in this little echo chamber because you don't want to get outside of it because you don't want a different view. Get out, do some research outside of the usual suspects. I always tell folks, if you're a Fox News person, turn on CNN or MSNBC, learn a little bit about the folks who have an opposing view. It's highly educational. It really is. Yes, I'm Team Pfizer too, David. I have my Pfizer shots.
I'm Team Jacob.
Team Jacob, is that some sort of
Twilight reference?
Twilight reference, yeah. Dunk is not here to defend his team. But you're right. I mean, if someone doesn't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. But I always, tell folks,
I hate traffic.
Educate yourselves,
especially in the rush hour time. Oh my God.
Yeah, we hit horrible traffic on the way back from 85.
Yeah, man. See?
Horrible.
That just goes to show you COVID is not working that well.
Well, Lars or Les. Oh, fucking ain't lad, Des. I'm
Des.
sorry, Jesus.
Des, thank you very much.
Oh, Des, I'm sorry.
This is the cigar I rolled myself. It's a little curved, as you can tell, which is always good for front penetration.
Yeah, I mean, John, you're absolutely right.
Curved for her pleasure.
That's right. That's exactly, and you rolled it exactly for that reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, especially you, John, if you're an EMT and you're out and you're interacting with folks, god dang, man. Brian Woodward, CDC reports 74% of new cases surge en masse were vaccinated. Okay. They're not saying if you get vaccinated, you're not going to get it. Okay. That's never been the fact. And I don't care.
Love that, David. You're 100% right.
What's that?
Natural selection. Love that.
It's just like the flu vaccination, right?
Oh,
you get a flu shot. There it is. It dropped. Hot pants.
Drop it like it's hot, baby.
You're still gonna, you still have the potential of getting the flu if you get the flu shot, the flu vaccination. But when you get it, if you get it, it's not as bad. And that's a fact. With vaccinations, the percentages of efficacy is generally low. I think the flu vaccination, if I'm not mistaken, is somewhere around 75% efficacy. Years ago, I worked on with a company, and we had a vaccine for Lyme disease. That was around 83%, 84% efficacy. And
Let me ask you something.
They used to talk about that, how great that was, because it was higher than the flu virus. The efficacy of the of these vaccinations are about 90%. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I wanted to ask a question. If you already had Lyme disease, does the vaccine for Lyme disease work or no?
It does, but and I think they took the Lyme disease vaccination off the market years ago, because what you had was folks who were at risk for getting Lyme disease, right? People were getting the vaccination and they were coming back saying, "Oh, I got Lyme disease." Well, you're already at risk for it. The tough thing is that Lyme disease is just one of those. It's just really tough to treat. It's tough to diagnose. It's a pain in the ass. It really is.
I had it for 5.5 years.
Yeah, I mean, you can have Lyme disease for long periods of time,
or your whole life.
You can have the effects of Lyme disease for your whole life. And one of the things that you can get is that the bacteria that causes Lyme disease lives in the stomach of the tick. And when the tick bites onto you and latches onto you, it regurgitates. It sucks in blood, but it can regurgitate too. That's why they tell you never grab a tick and squeeze it and pull it off, because when you do that, everything that's in its belly is shooting back into your stomach, including all the bacteria that cause the diseases.
So when you take a little match, right?
Well, realistically, they have these tick removing devices where you slide it in to where their mandibles are. I don't even know what the hell they're called. I'm just going to use mandibles because it sounded really cool. And then it pulls it right out so it doesn't disturb. But just naturally, with them taking in, your blood, they can regurgitate the bacteria back into your system. And that bacteria travels throughout your body. It could actually settle in your joints and cause Lyme arthritis. It can actually cause Bell's palsy as well.
Yeah, I had that.
Lyme disease induced Bell's palsy.
Face got sunk like I had a stroke.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened.
I started taking the antibiotics and it got better. But that was really bad, man. I almost died from Lyme disease. Yeah,
it's a tough thing. It really is, and it's tough to diagnose. I'm a manimal.
Yeah,
I am. I'm hairy.
He's a manimal.
I'm something.
But
mandible, you dope. Mandible, not manimal.
But
Manimal was that was a song from Wasp back in the day.
but Mandibles could be a band,
The Mandibles.
a punk band. Yeah.
That's funny.
You
Yes,
came up
Tig
with
Check.
a punk band name a couple shows back. I can't remember what it was, but it was a great name.
Oh yeah, we'd have to go back and check that.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
But yeah, I mean, listen, it's and one thing they don't realize is that the tick that causes Lyme disease is tiny.
But didn't they test like ticks? Like even the big ticks have Lyme disease. They just weren't testing it before.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I saw a study. I could be wrong about this because of years ago, but I thought I saw a study on it that they just hadn't tested the other ticks other than the deer ticks, and when they tested the other ticks, they had Lyme disease also.
And this is a while back, but back when I was trained on Lyme disease, it was the deer tick, and it's a very small tick. It's tiny. Oh. Some of the bigger ticks, the brown ticks and stuff, they can carry like spotted mountain fever or something like that. They have other diseases, but
is that the one where you can't eat meat anymore?
I have no idea.
There's some kind of one that was in Texas where if you got bit by it, you became allergic to meat.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I know that the tick literally is like if you freaking take a pen and put a dot on a piece of paper, that's how big it is. And basically it's called Lyme disease, not Lyme's. It's Lyme disease because it started in Lyme. It's Lyme, Connecticut.
Yep.
And the birds that would travel south.
Well, actually, they stopped them Plum Island, and it's right next to off of Long Island, and then would fly over to Lyme, Connecticut.
Well, what happens is if you look at like the Lyme disease, when you look at what the CDC when it comes to the prevalence of Lyme disease.
Kevin Shahan has the info on the thing.
On what?
On the allergic to meat.
Oh, Kevin's always.
And bubonic plague.
That has nothing to do with the. Thank you, Kevin, for allergic to meat. But so it's all Jersey's fault. Yes, it is. Well, basically, these birds would migrate south, and as they migrated south, they carry these ticks on them. And when they land, the ticks jump from the birds to the deer. And that's why when you see like the hot zones, it's predominantly on the East Coast. And really for areas that you would think like heavily wooded areas like central Pennsylvania and even western Pennsylvania. It's not as prevalent as it is in like Philly.
There are a lot of birds that migrate south there.
It's right on the board. It's right on the coast too. So that's the reason why it's heavy on the coast. So no, Lyme disease is and can be as bad as it is, as it sounds. I mean, it's especially if you go undiagnosed for a long period of time, it can have some really nasty long-term effects. Really can. Like, Lars were talking. I mean, there's people who have Lyme arthritis that just really it's horrible.
Yeah.
You're constantly sick, constantly running high fevers. You can get Bell's palsy. There's a number of things that could happen when you have Lyme disease, and usually when they are diagnosed, you got to go on long-term antibiotic regimens. Long-term, it's really a pain in the ass. So,
true story, baby.
So we'll make a cigar. We'll make a cigar called Lyme disease, and we'll only promote it on the East Coast. The migration pattern of the birds, of the swallow, the Connecticut swallow.
And they like to go down south too.
Yeah, because they swallow.
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect.
But so no, I did not hear that a couple of chipmunks in Lake Tahoe tested positive for the bubonic plague. Hey, Kevin, just pulling all sorts of information out of his butt. Where else would he keep it? That's great. So what else is going on, Lars? We just talked an extraordinarily long time for about Lyme disease. Do you think it's time to hear a word from our sponsor?
Sure.
All right, let me see here. All right, hold on for a second.
I love that.
I know, right? Here's a word from our sponsor. How you doing, folks? Stogie Road Cigars. You can find all 4 blends at vsrcigarfam.com. If you like the Sandela or the Gringo, Candela's your thing, that's your cigar. You can go to the Edition 35 for the original blend, or if you're up for the challenge, the Big Tony. Sample packs are available. 5-packs are as well. You can also find some fantastic and fine spices created by the man himself, Lars Teetons. I met Lars back on the set of the movie 7. Brad Pitt did not like him. However, I found him most appealing. Lars and I sat around smoking cigars, having good conversation. So if you like good spices from the master chef himself, pick him up at vsrcigarfam.com. It'll be a good time. Yeah, it's Morgan Freeman is our sponsor. Look at that.
Love
that was
Morgan.
Great.
Morgan's awesome.
You love Morgan.
Very sexy man.
Brad was just jealous. I can't do Jack. I don't know how to do Jack very well. Wendy, when you hear me in here typing, that means I'm working. I love The Shining. That is great.
Oh, God, that was great. Yeah, that was great.
Daryl, you're the one and only person who does not like my Morgan Freeman impersonation. I'm sorry. You are outvoted.
I love that Morgan Freeman.
Daryl's always like, come on, dude. What are you doing? My Morgan Freeman and when I sing. Deep Woods Off. Yes, that will prevent the ticks from attaching to your skin. So what have you been up to lately, man?
Just working, dude. You know, I'm actually in development right now with a company overseas that we're doing a cleaning solution product.
Okay.
So we're in development. We'll see what happens.
Wow. Now, what brought about this? Is it the whole COVID thing? I mean, is it something that inspired it, or has this been in the works for a while?
No, it's been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
Even before COVID hit.
Yeah.
So we're working on the FDA stuff now, but it has a higher, more stringent testing than the FDA in Denmark and in Europe, and it's passed all that stuff in flying colors. It's like one of the best cleaning solutions out there.
Where will it be used?
Everything from like hospitals, colleges, fast food chains, in agriculture, like with horses and pigs, cows, chickens.
You see the size of that chicken? Daryl wants to know if you're working on that Maduro vape juice.
No. Well, I'll tell you the reason why. I used to do vape juice for the longest time, but then, I think that it wasn't tested enough. So we don't really know the effects. And this is a long time ago, and they were already looking like that bubble lung. Mm-hmm. People get those little bubble things in their lungs. So I just stopped doing it. I didn't want to have like something that's going to cause harm to people.
Yeah. Daryl, we'll have to see if we can have Lars do a one-off brew for you, like his commissioned artwork.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do a Sandella and vape, David. That'd be good, right?
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, Daryl said, and you know what? That's the thing, Daryl, is like you said, there's some folks who enjoy vaping. They don't inhale; they just enjoy the flavor.
Yeah, Daryl's right.
But unfortunately, those who do inhale can really get can get nasty. Frank said they took the name Goog on, so you can't use that for your cleaning supply.
Fuck. That's funny.
That's real funny. So that's pretty cool. That's exciting, man.
Yeah, we're working on a little of that.
A little bit of everything, bro.
Yeah.
Are you got any travels in the future?
Yeah, but I'm not sure exactly. Just because of COVID, a lot of the places. Sorry. This is my leftover remnants of from the Lyme disease. That thing that's in your throat here that pushes it one way for the air, one way for the water, one way for the what's that called?
It's called the thing that pushes from the air to the. I can't remember what the name of that flap is called.
Yeah, well, whatever that is, it got damaged when I had Lyme
epiglottis. Am I right on epiglottis? Am I wrong on that? I don't know.
But anyways, that got damaged when I had Lyme disease, and it never got better. So it was like permanent damage. So sometimes when I'm talking and drinking liquids or eating food, it'll get stuck there. I'll go into a coughing fit.
No, the epiglottis does. Oh no, yeah, the epiglottis is the cartilage at the root of the tongue, which depresses during swallowing to cover the opening of the windpipe. I have no idea how I pulled that one out of my butt.
Kevin,
the epiglottis is a flat thing. Kevin just freaking read that.
Well, whatever. I love it. Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin the rescue. What do you mean, Kevin the rescue? I just called it the epiglottis.
Cigar prop.
You know what? We'll see. I'm going to send Kevin an invite. So when Kevin's on here, he can't just Google. He can't Wikipedia shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, Kevin did save the day. Daryl, I knew what the epiglottis was. It was going back into my anatomy days.
Nice.
No, it was not up before that. Wow, Kevin must have been like Googling, as you were saying, this thing right here. He must have been like Googling it right away, because he's claiming that he said that he typed before he was ready to cite. Kevin is my fact checker.
That's pretty good.
He is. He is. I'll tell you one thing. When we do our show, right? Thanks, Daryl. What's funny is when we do our show, when we do our broadleaf bullies, and we've been off for a couple of weeks. Jennifer and Jessica were both traveling, and so on. Kevin will pull some stuff, man, out, and I'm like, I want to call we call bullshit on it, and he's always right.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Kevin's like a.
Yeah,
I always thought
a little encyclopedia in a sense.
I always thought I was a fountain of useless information that always did well in things like Trivial Pursuit, just because I just know a lot of stupid stuff. Thank you, David. I do want a participation medal or trophy. But Kevin literally tops it, man. He is seriously that guy who just knows everything, a little bit about everything.
That's awesome.
So, and then we also got to make sure that we get Kevin in for his nude photo.
Oh my God, I love Kevin's new photos. Those are great.
Oh, Kevin can't come on. That's cool, man. Maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next time. See, that is a guy who's busy. He's editing video and answering 100 messages about the bar and smokers.
Why
We should do live Jeopardy. That would be funny.
are the barn smokers getting canceled?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. They just made the announcement that they're canceled, and that's why I said there's a number of events that are going through that right now, and it's I can see that happening just because of the cases that are increasing, and states are starting to. I think a lot of states are starting to become more proactive, and they're also allowing these decisions to be made at regional levels as well, instead of just doing a complete lockdown. That they're trying to stay ahead of the curve, and I think companies and organizations know that they need to cancel and reschedule some of these bigger programs. I know the freaking anniversary party, 25-year anniversary party. So, I mean, it's a number of things. It's a number of things that are going on right now. So, I mean, it's the responsible thing to do. I mean, I think especially if you postpone an event like that, you just put it off and you just reschedule it. Just kind of let some things die down a little bit. Stay ahead of the curve. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents. It sucks, but
Baby, do you have crickets at your place?
I do. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're freaking loud.
Yep. At first, I thought I had a cricket in the house.
No. Jennifer came out here. She's like, "Is there like a frog or a cricket in the garage?" I'm out here. I'm like, "No, it's just they're loud." Every time I do conference calls too, man, I got birds, everything. They're loud as hell.
Wow.
We have a very loud animals and insects. It's crazy.
It's actually kind of cool. It's like a little background.
It's peaceful. It's peaceful. It is. And what's nice when the birds chirp, man, we got some really loud ass birds too.
Oh, nice.
We definitely do.
I'm working with that girl, Lucinda, too. I'm like training her on some instruments and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Now, what's her aspirations? I was going to ask you because I saw that there's some pictures posted on Facebook, and she's here today. Like, is she a singer, or is she a singer looking to expand into doing instruments, or is this kind of starting off brand new?
She actually has a great voice. She's really a good singer, and she's a hard worker. She's very smart, and she's been, practicing drums, practicing guitar. She's been doing good.
Nice. I am Dr. Doolittle. Des, thank you. I am. Are we going to see some or hear some of her music in any time soon?
Yeah, definitely. We'll probably end up like doing a little something, a little video or something.
What music genre, or where would you put her? Is it the same as Alessandra, a little bit different, or?
Oh, it's different, but it's it's that like cool vocal stuff. Like Alessandra is more like rock and metal, where she's doing a little different, but oh yeah, Lucinda does smoke cigars. She loves cigars. She was smoking a cigar right a minute ago.
Nice.
Yeah, she loves cigars.
After her burger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely gotta have a cigar after a good old burger, man.
Yeah, Chris was smoking one of my extra spicy cigars last night. It was crazy.
I hopped on for a second. I was exhausted. It was long, and I was gonna hop on live, but I was like, man, I'm beat. Jennifer and I got home, and so I hopped on. I think I hopped on right when he was talking about how freaking spicy it was.
Yeah,
I started laughing.
Yeah, I was kicking his ass a little bit.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. I was like, man, he's getting taken to town, boy.
Yep.
So if I may ask Kara a question, what are all your cigars? What are all your cigar barber poles? Is it why, John? Sorry.
Because barber poles are sexy.
Because barber poles are sexy.
Does.
Birds chirp. I just said it's chirping in my head. That's funny. Why? I'll assume that it's why, but if I'm wrong, please correct me. Yeah, why? Thank you, John. Okay. One of the reason why the barber poles is I really
Kevin's right.
what's that?
He
Who doesn't love a pole? So why barber pole?
That's why birds fly south.
Why birds fly south and they carry Lyme disease. When I would visit the cigar shops, I liked barber poles. I liked the way they looked, and I liked the concept of being able to get the flavor from two different wrappers. But I didn't see a lot of them in the cigar in the cigar shops and humidors when I was going in.
I think a lot of those birds like two different wrappers too.
Well, there's two birds. It's the birds. The birds are one wrappers, and the crickets are the other. So that's my barber pole right there. It's my chirpy bird. It's a chirp bowl. I got a bird chirp and I got crickets chirping. But that's why. I mean, I think that when you walk into a humidor, your eyes automatically go to it when you're looking around. And like Lars said, they are sexy. But when I was traveling a lot, it always also reminded me of the Stogie Road, like the winding road I was traveling on. So I came out with the edition on 35. And I thought to myself, you know what? I really want to stick with just barber poles and see where we can go with creating different variations of a barber pole. And that's when the gringo, the concept of the sweetgrass gringo was created, because Connecticut and Candela barber pole was not being created. I mean, we've seen the Maduro Candela, we've seen San Andreas Candela, but not with the Connecticut. So I've seen triple barber poles. And I think when you get the triple barber poles, it's got to be done right. Chris does a real good triple barber pole. They got to be complementary, tobaccos. But that's why I went with the barber poles. And then I wanted to go on a dark on dark barber pole. So that's why I started developing the Big Tony back in 2019. And then ran some samples through 2019 and into 2020. And I know like Daryl and even Kevin had some of the samples of the dark on dark barber pole back in early 2020. And then the Sandela was supposed to be the release of the sister cigar of the Gringo. But I've had a couple of San Andreas Candela barber poles, and I didn't think the flavor just was really complimentary. So I wanted to kind of create that. So let's see here. Who doesn't love a pole? So what's your favorite rapper to work with? David wants to know. Lars. Eminem.
I like.
Is it Eminem? Oh. You told me before. Eminem's your favorite rapper to work with.
No. Actually, my favorite is that rich kid from London. The one whose father is a very famous doctor and very wealthy family. Live in a very wealthy area of London.
Oh, wow.
21 Savage.
Oh, never heard of him. Not a rapper.
Yeah, he used to pretend he was from Atlanta, but then ICE picked him up for me, having a prolonged stay in the United States without his visa.
I'm a British rapper.
But I love him. He's great.
So cigar rapper. What's your favorite cigar rapper?
Oh, Pennsylvania Broadleaf, of course.
Pennsylvania Broadleaf. Pennsylvania boy, Pennsylvania Broadleaf.
Oh, yeah. Loving it.
What do you both think about the envelope foots on cigars? So closed foot.
Yeah, I like the hanging foot, the hanging tobacco. I like that.
You like the shaggy foot?
Little Scooby Dooby Doo.
Little Scooby Doo. What about the closed foot, where the wrapper's closed over the
Yeah, that's cool too. But I like the shaggy little Scooby.
little Scooby Doo? I like them. I actually like the shaggy foot as well, and I do like the closed foot. Actually, Des, it's funny that you say that. Chris and I talked about doing closed foots on the Stogie Road cigars. You get the wrapper, see what that would look like with the barber pole. So that's something that we're discussing. Zoinks! So Chris and I are in discussion right now on the Lanceros. So here's the deal.
Chris flying into Hawaii.
Yeah.
Today? Yeah.
Yep, he's flying. So one of the things that we're doing is I always come out the Lanceros, so that's the thing. So I want to come out with 2 more Vitolas in November and kind of get a feel for what people like, right? So what I'm thinking about doing is releasing not only the Lanceros. Now the Lancero is a yearly release. It's released in November, and it's when they're gone, they're gone. That's it. The other Vitolas are going to be kind of a regular in the Stogie Road portfolio. So I'm thinking about doing a maybe a 5x56 Robusto.
Oh.
Something a little bit more bigger ring gauge, a little bit shorter. And I'm also thinking about doing possibly a 4x44 or maybe something like a Corona, because I haven't seen a smaller, like a Corona size barber pole.
I think that would be great. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, they're great little smokes, dog walkers, whatever you want to call them. And to have that year round would be fantastic too. But I'm kind of, I don't know if I want to do a 5x50 or 5x55, the triple nickel, or do a 5x56. 4x44, yes. Any thoughts, Lars?
Yeah, I love it. And yes, I have, Kevin. Haven't you ever seen any of mine like that are like that? I'll dig some out of my aging room, send some to you if you like that.
Have you ever thought of a 12-inch Lancero? Only when I'm dreaming, David. Only in my dreams.
Well, look, 12-inch Lanceros, I actually have done those before for my own self to smoke. But I think that most common, when it's 12 inches, they like it thicker.
Yes, everyone likes it thicker when it's 12 inches. Well, I also think, when you're talking about something that long and thin, I mean, God, I know I'm going to say something
strange.
Fuck. I'm going to say a whole bunch of words right now that are just going to come back to haunt me very, very quickly. When you have something that long and thin, you really have to work it.
I'll say hello.
Because, Lanceros are already tough enough, to keep, you got to really, you have to. Oh man. Now, Frank, you know what? I think for me, a 56 ring gauge is probably the biggest I'm going to go. Maybe 50, maybe 55. I don't know. I don't want to do anything bigger than that. But I thought about
she said.
That's what she said. But I figure a 5x55. I'm gonna. I just think I'm not gonna say anything. So that's a 56. Look, I got my cigar prop.
Ooh, look at that.
It's fancy, isn't it?
Wow.
56 there, good ring gauge. I mean, I figure my ring size, my ring sizes would be a 64 if I was to wear a ring. So 64 ring gauge. Or yeah, 64. Yep. So on Kevin's, the cigar prop cigarometer, let's see here. There's Pantella, Grand Giant, Robusto's 5x50. I thought about doing a 5x50, but I think I want something a little bit thicker. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
See, if it's going to be shorter, it needs to be thick.
Yes, a Corona 5.5x42. I think that makes, or a petite Corona 5x42, something a little bit smaller like that.
Yeah.
Kevin's talking about Bellicoso. You don't have Bellicoso on here, Kev. What's up, man? What's up from San Diego? What's up, Devin?
Hey, San Diego. What's up, bro?
Frank is offering to try the new stuff. There we go. Bridget, what's going on? Thank you. There's my good long friend, Bridget. I've known Bridget for many years.
So Bridget should tell us what she likes, thicker or thinner? Thin and long or thick and shorter? I think thick and shorter is better, isn't it, Bridget?
Don't listen to him, Bridget. Don't listen to him. Don't let him pervert you. She's a good girl. Bridget and I go back to high school. That's how long I've known her.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. She's such a sweetheart. But yeah, I mean, like you can't say that.
Oh my God.
I tell you what, man, it's brutal. So those are the sizes that we're kicking around. What's your favorite size? Bridget.
Me?
Seriously, Bridget, you're gonna let him pervert
long
you like
and
that?
thick. You're right, Bridget. Hello.
Freaking damn Palmyra people.
Bridget is right.
Freaking Bridget.
My favorite size is a very thin Lancero. I like it. I like it very thin, just for my smoking.
Bridget's comments now, Lars, has forced me to go to Velvet Jesus. Velvet Jesus, please.
Velvet Jesus, please tell us which one you like better.
forgive Bridget for what she said. She's lost her way. She has been influenced by Lars. Please do not let her partake in any more of these horrible, dirty conversations. Amen. And we lost Lars. There we go. And it's just me now. Bridget, you're killing me. You're killing me. Seriously? I'm on myself. Where'd Lars go? Lars, pay your cable bill. Pay your he's lost his internet. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He's back. What's up, man?
Wow.
You're right. You know what? It is. Say 10 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers. You got that right. That's exactly what they teach you. They teach you to make sure that you go say your Hail Marys and Our Fathers for your confession.
Yep. And Chris is on.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, Chris. How are you, baby?
Exactly. It's brutal, man. You know, bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been a long time since my last confession. In that time frame, I got sucked into a conversation and said long and thick.
And Mother Mary, I think she also said in one of the commandments that she liked it long and thick.
Nah, man, we don't pick on Mary.
I'm sticking up for her.
Hey guys, what's up, man? What's up, Frank? Nice, Bridget. Do not encourage her, Frank. You guys are encouraging.
We're all loving Bridget more and more in here. We're big Bridget fans.
Yeah, Bridget. I'm not saying anything. I'll tell you. David, that's horrible, man. You guys are killing me. Hey, Chris, I normally stick up for Bridget, but you know she's gonna go down this path. If you go down this path, Bridget, I cannot go with you. I cannot walk with you. I cannot follow you. I will be there. I will help guide you, but on top of that, you on your own. You've been told. You've been warned.
What does Morgan have to say about it?
Huh?
What does Morgan have to say about it? I love you, Bridget.
Daryl, I know, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna have to bathe in holy water. Morgan Freeman, what would he say?
Yeah.
I would have to say that.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's Morgan? I want Morgan up there.
And you know what, too, is I gotta have him when he played God on Bruce Almighty.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to say that this conversation is leading you all to hell. And I will not have mercy on your soul. If you follow this man with the blue beard and the cowboy hat, you're on your own. I met Lars back when I was on the electric company and I played Dracula.
I remember that so well, too.
He was an odd kid. But you know what? He did a painting of me and everything was okay.
I love Morgan. Morgan's our hero.
Oh my God. Lars.
Yes, brother.
We know what you need to do. Like, we got to put a rap song together and just have Morgan rap over it. Like, just,
oh yes,
here it goes something like that. At first, we're gonna dip, and then we're gonna smash. First, we're gonna dip, then we're gonna smash. I see the bitch come through the door. I throw her on the couch. First, we're gonna dip, then we're gonna smash.
I love it. I love it. See, Morgan is good, man. Morgan is good.
So, oh boy. On that incredibly comical note, as we light our way through our path in life and through the journey we travel, what song are you going to end tonight's show with?
I think I'll do work.
We're going to go do work?
Yeah.
I would like to do work with you, Lars. Lars gets serious when he picks up the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't want Morgan Freeman.
I cannot with you. That was good, Daryl. I love that.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Let's see.
I need the words, Kevin. Lars.
Oh, yeah, baby.
My name is Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
You might remember me from the Shawshank.
Oh, you know what? I got to do this.
But I do have some other movies.
Oh, my God. He's got the best movie. 7 is one of my favorite movies he did.
It is great.
That movie is just unbelievable.
I even like when Morgan Freeman does bad movies.
Oh, he's amazing at everything. He's just the best. I love him.
All I'm going to say is that when I sing my song, did you see he actually was the anniversary of Unforgiven?
No.
Yeah, it was like the 20th anniversary or something like that. And he was like, I've always wanted to play a cowboy. And I never did, but Clint Eastwood gave me that opportunity.
I loved that. That was great. Hey, can you hear the guitar?
We can. My friend Daryl. I will not stop. I can't help it. He's got me started on
awesome. It's just awesome. First, you got to put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said now first, you got to put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. Well, I'm the cowboy in the caddy. The police, they trying to bag me. Got that trees, got that sneeze. We got everything you need. So when you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy. Cowboy. I got the fried chicken and the cornbread and gravy. Got the fat ass and the 5-star head, baby. Ford pickup in the back like a bed sugar. Your legs around me like a pressure cooker. Feeling you so sweet like a pound of chocolate. Smoke a cigar and drink some latte. Getting down with the hillbilly grubby. Bouncing on the Duro to the new country first. You gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said down first. You gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. Well, I'm that cowboy in the caddy. The police, they trying to bag me. Got that sneeze, got that trees. We got everything you need. So if you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy. Cowboy. Toast water foot to the sky. Your eyes looking like the 4th of July. Show you good where the heart is. Ring finger, that's where the rock is. I'm still working them lips out. You say my love is pouring now. I'm in ecstasy being next to you. Getting it up cause you love me too well first. You gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said now first, you gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. You're now back road flow like a mudslide. Tractor on, I like to ride and glide. Ford pickup in the back like a bed sugar. Your legs around me like a pressure cooker. Feeling you so sweet like a pound of chocolate. Smoke a cigar and drink some latte. Getting down with the hillbilly grubby. Bouncing on the Duro to the new country first. You gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said now first, you gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. Cause I'm that cowboy in the caddy. The police, they trying to bag me. Got that trees, got that sneeze. We got everything you need. So if you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy. Cowboy. Well, there you have it.
Very nice. First, you gotta put in the work. I am that cowboy rebel. Yeah, Stogie Road does sound like a proper country song. That should be a good country song.
I'm going to do a song over that. I'll make it a little country thing.
Yeah.
I'll make a Stogie Road
the
country.
champion of art.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Champion barber poles.
Hey, champion of something. I am the champion of Morgan Freeman impersonation. Yeah, apparently not everyone likes it, but you know what? That's the way it is.
Yeah, well.
Oh man, Lars, another great evening.
It was great.
It's always a pleasure. I want to thank
Thank you.
everybody for joining us tonight. We had a lot of fun. I love these shows, and listen, every Thursday morning I'm going to post on the Kerr Viajante page, the Stogie Road think tank. You know, we want to have everyone get actively involved. Ask some questions that you want us to answer, you know, during the show. Any topics you want to bring up. Just, you know, just leave it out there. We're also going to have, you know, I always post, you know, who's going to be the guest too. So you can post questions on there that you would want to see, or that you would want us to ask the guest when they're on. So it's, you know, I think this will be a real nice idea to get everybody actively involved. So, what is the secret of Silent Green? Silent Green is people.
People eating.
His people, you damn apes. All we had on this set was bananas.
Get your damn hand off me. Oh.
You ever see Phil Hartman do Charlton Heston? It's freaking one of the best ever. You're like, when we were on that set of Planet of the Apes, no, didn't eat much. All they had on that set was bananas.
Love it.
Oh man. Well, listen, Lars, it's always a pleasure, my man.
I love you.
Love
everybody
you.
out there.
Love you. Love everybody. Thank everybody for joining us tonight and for the love and support. We will see you next week. Chris Weber will be on a show from Tabacalera, Nuevo Nica. You don't want to miss that show. You really don't.
Nah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. So we'll see you next week.
Love you guys.